All right. What is going on, folks? What is going on? Ontarian here, passive income guru. What is today? Man, time is flying. Today is Tuesday, June the 10th. This month we're almost already halfway through this month, which is crazy. Crazy, man. But listen, guys, I got some great information for you tonight. So climb on in. I'm going to make sure that I'm coming in loud and clear on my platform here. Okay. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Make sure I'm good. All right. 1 second, guys. Yep. Good on Facebook. And I'm pretty sure I'm good on YouTube. All right. Hey Don, awesome, sir. Thanks for the feedback, man. I needed that. You can hear me loud and clear. Awesome. All right. A little late tonight, but hey, better late than never, guys. Hey, again, my name is Ontarian. I'm solo tonight. Coming to you from Oklahoma. Passive income guru. Welcome. I love doing this. I love going live. I love marketing and all the stuff that comes with it. I tell you what, I said this a long time ago when Facebook came out with this, new way of doing marketing with live videos. Phenomenal, man. I mean, you can be able to be in your home, right? And to be on a video, and everybody from all around the world can see you is crazy work, man. Crazy work. So tonight, we're talking about passive income as usual. We're talking about how to make it and how to make it not only legally, not only efficiently, but make it in a short period of time. All right. That's the goal, right? Because right now, many of you're working your tails off every single week, every single day. You're working 10, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. Some of you are working 7 days a week. Some of you are working one job, two jobs, three jobs, right? And you're working a lot of hours, right? So my goal, my strategy and my aim for you is to cut down that time, right? Because when you get home from a long day of work, right? You get up in the morning, maybe it's the sun is down when you get up. When you get home, the sun is down. Okay, crazy, man. Oh, that means you half the day is gone, and then when you get home, right? If you have kids, if you have a spouse, right? All right, maybe you just got a dog. You don't have time to really to do the things you want to do with them, okay? Because you're tired. Okay. So what if I showed you a way to cut down some of that time, but not only do that, to get some of your life back, right? Because time is something that we can't get back. Let's just be real. Once today is gone, folks, we cannot get it back. Time is going to continue to go. But you know what you can get back? You can get your financial situation in order to where you kind of get some of that, kind of siphon some of that time, if that makes sense, or slow time down. Because again, if you're working a lot of hours, time is going fast, and you're looking up in this next year, right? And you're looking up and you're like, man, I work all these hours, but when I go and look at my bank account, right? When I log into my bank account, I pay all my bills. There's nothing really left. There's nothing really left. And not only that, you can anticipate you can pretty much anticipate because you know how much you make every week or every 2 weeks, right? And you know you can many times you see your paycheck before it even hits your bank account, and now your head is spinning because you're saying to yourself, okay, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that. Maybe there is an emergency that comes up that you not prepared for, right? So I know when I first came in this industry, folks, my goal was not to get rich. Okay, hear me out here now. My goal was not to get rich. It was to just get comfortable. And not only comfortable, right? And what I mean by comfortable is pay my bills and have enough left over to do what I wanted to do. But not only that, have time, keyword time, to do what I wanted to do. Okay. A month, what's today? June the 10th? A little over a month from now, because of me tapping into this industry of passive income and sharing it with others, right? In a month, a little over a month from now, I'm able to do things that I want to do, right? I'm taking the granddaughter on a nice vacation before she goes. And she's only 4 years old. I tell you, this 4-year-old has experienced some things that I didn't see when I was a little kid. But we're going to take her on a nice trip, my wife and I, before she goes back to school. Okay, we're able to do that because we have what? We've learned how to work smarter and not harder, folks. So tonight, I'm going to introduce you to, and you guys already know what it is, right? I've been talking about it for a long time now, right? I'm going to show you how to slice down your time and how to utilize this thing right here, which 99.99% of the world has, to generate income legally, efficiently, and I'm gonna say with ease, with my help. Okay. So tonight we're talking again about the Queen Slayer 3.0. This is a phenomenon. This is something that when I first seen it, folks, I kind of chuckled because I was like, hey, I've seen about everything when it comes to i.e. trading, okay? But what my partner Misty has done, okay, she put this together. What she has done is she's made it out psychologically. She has psyched the industry, or psyched those people out who was joining, okay, had kind of changed their mindset from getting into the technical part of trading, and she's made it and said, hey, all you're doing is playing a simple game, okay? And what I do when people join this game, when people join this journey with me, is I train you on a weekly basis to play the game, all right? Show you step by step on how I do it and how I'm successful with it. And then I pass it on to you. I've had people come in that knew nothing about a chart or candles or anything, okay? And they're coming in utilizing the training that I put together, utilizing the training that I do on a weekly basis, right? And they are doing well. They have amazed themselves. They have surprised themselves. And when I anticipate a message, okay, on my phone, and someone says, hey, I'm Terry, I just passed this challenge. Thank you so much. Hey, I made this today. Thank you so much. This is why I do what I do. Okay. I get more excited when they come, when I get people that join me. Okay, these are I take these people in as my personal. I see them as my personal, not clients, not customers, but as my personal students to really get this thing, master it. Because once you get this, it is not going to take long, folks. I tell the people every day, every week on a training, do not complicate this. It's not hard. It's basically you're following colors. I'm telling you, it's color coordinated to where if you follow the colors and the patterns, most of the time you're going to win. And the key word is most of the time. Okay? Because we know in the market you don't win all the time. But if you win most of the time, you're winning. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to show you what we have. So let me share my screen. Let me put this on silent so I'm not distracted here. 1 second, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and share my screen here real quickly. Share screen. Boom. All right, you guys should be able to see my screen right here perfectly, okay? So this right here is the Queen's Path. This is the Slayer. As you can see, we have colors. We have colors, okay? We have red, okay? So let me just tell you what these mean real quickly. Very simple. Very, very simple, guys. QPS stands for the Queen's Perfect Sell. So usually when you see a red flag, you're looking to sell. You're looking to sell the market. When you see a green flag, usually you're looking to buy. As you can see, this is real time right now, guys. The market's open. Look what's happening. You got green flags. This is beautiful. I'm glad this is happening right now. Look at this. This is a perfect setup. This is one of the setups I talk about in the training. Okay, this is a perfect setup, guys. You're making money, right? If you would have pushed the buy button right here, you're in profit right now. You're in profit right now, okay? As this is coming out the box, what we call the strategizing box right here. And as you can see, look at that beautiful candle, man. Wow. Okay, I would have personally got in on that right there. I would have personally got in on that right there. And just from one contract, because I do futures, one contract just from that right there is already probably over $300-400 just in a matter of seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That's how fast it happens. That's how fast it happens. Okay. So again, I'm glad this happened. Just that's perfect timing. Right here. So again, the green indicates buy, the red indicates sell. Okay. It's called a Queen's Path because you have your upper band, which mine is purple. You have your lower band right here, which mine is orange. And then you have this middle band, which is called the Queen's Line of Protection. All right. And what happens is these candles or the Queen loves to stay in between these lines. Okay. If I go back in time, you can see that she loves to stay in between these lines. Very rare she'll peek out. Okay. And I'll talk about a specific strategy in our training when she does what to do, right? Okay. But a majority of the time, I'm going to say 95% of the time, she's in that thing. Here's a moment where she comes out, but she's going to go back in every single time. Okay, look at this. Right now, you don't see flags over here because the Queen only operates in real time. So I guarantee you, if you go back in time, you're going to see flags all up in here. Okay, I see some, these are perfect setups. I call some great setups today. A couple of nice setups today, right? So basically, how do you play the game? Very simple, very, very simple. When when the queen is moving sideways as so or consolidating, you're doing nothing. And you're going to know that she's consolidating um, most of the time, because you're going to see these blue boxes right here. These blue boxes are what we call strategizing zone. Okay, and you do nothing. You absolutely do nothing when it's in these blue boxes. You wait till it comes out the box, just like we just saw. Okay, here's another perfect example. She's in the box right here. You do nothing till she comes out the box, and I guarantee you there was red flags all over right here. Once she came out, you could have hit that sell button and rolled this all the way down right here. Okay, very simple, very, very simple. Okay, here was a strategizing zone right here, real time. She came up, came out the box. You saw that candle, you could hit the buy button. Now you're in profit. Okay, a little pullback, but you're still up. You're still up. You're still up in profit right now because she came out that box, out that strategizing zone, right? And you saw green flags and you saw the band starting to curve up. Now we can hit that buy button and ride that wave, okay? All right, simple as that, guys. Colors. And the great thing about it is, about this game, is these flags are going to continue to appear. She's going to tell you, okay, if I'm going to continue on the path, I'm going to show you the flag that I'm going to show you the flags, right? So if she's going to continue down or selling, she's going to continue to paint those flags. If she's going to continue up or buy, she's going to paint those green flags. Okay, simple as that, guys. That's all we're doing. That is all we're doing. Okay, very simple game. Very, very simple game. And again, every single week, I train for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours on this. I talk about 3 to 5 confirmations before you hit the buy or sell to make sure that you're confident in the game, in the gameplay. Every week I talk about the confirmations. Okay, and all the trainings are recorded. So again, people that join me in this, you have my help because I want you to win big time. Okay, we got people that's never even opened up a chart, never seen these candles before in their life, and they're doing absolutely phenomenal. Okay, very simple. So here's the strategy. When you get in here, the goal is to get some practice in, right? We do something called paper trading or demo trading. I call it getting your reps in, making sure that you're just like anything else. You know, if you went to college or had any type of other training or specialty, some type of other thing that you're doing to, make money, you got to get trained for, right? Same thing here. So I put my people on a 2 to 4 week training schedule. And then after 2 to 4 weeks, if they're comfortable to move forward, we move forward. And then we take a test. That test is called a prop firm. The test is called a prop firm. What is a prop firm? A prop firm is an entity that allows you to leverage large amounts of capital, anywhere from 25,000 all the way up to 150K or more, at a low cost. Because what do we want to do in the end? We want to work smarter, not harder. We don't want to use our hard-earned money. We want to use other people's money, leverage those systems to make the money we're trying to make. Okay? So basically, what you do, you pay a small fee to take a test in the prop firm, and those prop firms have parameters or goals or things you have to achieve. You got to hit a certain target to pass. You got to stay within certain guidelines to pass, right? And again, the tests they're not hard. I got people doing it every single week, every week. And they're able to leverage anywhere from 50K, 75K, 100K, right? And play the game and make money in minutes, right? That's the goal. That's what we do. And it's a phenomenon, right? It's a phenomenon. Okay. So let's go back. Let me go back here. I'm going to ask you guys, see some questions came in. I'm going to ask you guys questions here in just a second. So hold tight, hold tight. Take a little drink here. Give me 1 second. All right. So let me show you how powerful this is, guys. Last couple days, actually was a couple days or maybe just this week. I've done about just from playing the game, okay. And at this point, I'm going to answer one of the questions that I see. I do everything from my phone. I do everything for myself. Again, guys, this thing is crazy. Crazy. How would you like to open up an app on your phone? Okay. Just like I showed you the chart or trading view, they do have an app, okay? So what I do, a lot of times I do this while I'm laying in the bed in the morning, you know, just relaxing, you know, dreaming, wake up, dream, you know, like crazy. I think today at what time was it? I think it was like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, or something like that. I got up, had to use the bathroom, right? I know TMI. But I just said I'm curious because I usually don't play the game until after 8 p.m., right? After 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, right? So I said, let me just take a peek. I'm curious. So 6, 7 in the morning, right? You know, still got my eyes are barely open. So I opened up my chart. And I said, I said, that's a nice setup. That's a nice setup. So I said, hey, let me go ahead and log in and push my button, right? Real quick, I was in and out. How long did it take me? Because I didn't want to be in long. I wanted to go back to sleep. I want to go back to dreaming. So it took me maybe 3-4 minutes. $1,600. Boom, boom, just like that. $1,600. Went back. I said, okay, I'm shutting it down, going back to sleep. I'll get back in later this morning. Okay. So it ended up being a $3,000 day, right? But long story short, hold on, let me do this real quick, guys, so I can show you guys. Give me 1 second. Excuse me, my allergies is killing me. This is the time of the season where my allergies just kick my booty. Okay? Kick my booty. All right. So let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. All right. Let's go. All right. Here we go. So, I did 8,000. So I did 8,000 this week so far in 7 minutes. Let me say that one more time. I'm gonna show you proof of that. Okay, I'm gonna show you proof of that. So people, all the new people looking like this guy, you know, he's crazy, right? But I gotta show proof for all the critics, all the naysayers, all the pessimists out there, right? Because you know, there's a lot of craziness online, a lot of just fluff and foolery and all type of stuff going on online, right? People can tell you anything, but we all know that documentation beats conversation All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Something happened with my internet. Can you guys hear me? Give me a drop a comment if you guys can hear me. Drop a comment if you guys can hear me. Drop a comment if you guys can hear me. Let me see something real quick. Okay, I'm good, Latasha. I don't know what happened. It's like everything went black. All right, let me check out something real quick. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, sorry about that, guys. Hey, I don't know what happened. It was some type of glitch. I have no idea, but we're back. I'm glad we're back. Okay, now remember I told you early on when I first started that the goal. Thank you, Carletta. Carlette. Thank you so much. All right. Remember I told you guys the goal is to cut down your time that you're working and make more money, right? Cut down your time that you're working and make more money. That's not taught in school. That's not taught in your high schools, your colleges. You're not going to learn that. They're going to teach you what? How to go out and work for somebody else and work your tail off. Not only that, get this now. As everything is going up in the world, inflation, prices going up, right? Your income is going to stay level. That's insane. That's crazy work right there. So it's time for you, ladies and gentlemen, and I implore you, I exhort you, all right, to make a change for you and your family. Because if a financial change is going to happen, guess what? Your job is not in your favor. I'm going to tell you straight. I'm telling you straight. The job is not in your favor. They're going to work you until you drop, right? And they're not going to raise that pay. It's going to be up to you to bring in that extra income. I'm telling you straight. So this is probably the best way. This is probably the best way online that's going to take you less time to do, and you're going to make as much money as you can fathom. If you stick to it, you do it right, you stay disciplined, stick to the plan with my help, with my training. Okay. I can 1000% say that and back that up. Okay, now with that said, let me show you a little proof here. Okay, a little proof. 8,000 in 7 minutes is crazy work. Think about that, guys. How long does a person have to work to make $8,000 at their job? Think about that. Some people 4, 2, 3, 4 months. But to do this in less than 10 minutes is crazy work. That's the type of money that's on the table. Okay. So here we go. I want to hit my share screen here again. Crazy work, man. All right, I'm on my Facebook right here. So if I scroll down, I shared right here. So this right here was on June the 6th. Today is the 10th. So look what I said.
Serious? All right, check this out, folks. $4,000. I made $4,000 the other day, yesterday actually, in less than 10 minutes. Today, I made $1,240. Took about 15 seconds. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Okay.
Wow. Are you serious?
So basically, in this video,
right there, man,
I'll talk about how I made 4,000, right? And then I made the 1,200 and some dollars in 15 seconds. Okay. Now that was on June the 6th. Okay. So that's 5,000 or so right there. If I scroll up and go to my stories today, my stories,
and then I made the 12.
Okay. How do I get to my
some dollars in 15 seconds?
How do I get to my stories? Because I know I'm live. Yeah. So you guys gonna have to go to my stories on my Facebook. But I shared on my stories that today I made 3,000. Okay, it's on my stories. I don't know how to get to it from live, because if I click on this right here, it's gonna take me to my live video. So what you guys can do, you can go to my Facebook, right? Make sure you see this check mark. There's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of scammers, guys. I gotta continue to say this. I have a verified Facebook account. If you don't see that check mark, that's a scammer. Block them. So when you come here, make sure you see the check mark. When you see the check mark, that's when you know it's me. It's my real account. I only need one account. I don't need multiple accounts. So again, be aware of the scammers, right? So you want to come here, go to my stories. You'll see that 3,000 I made today. Didn't take long at all. That equals 8,000 this week in less than 10, 15 minutes, okay? So that's proof for you right there. That's the power of what we have at our fingertips. That's the power of what we have at our fingertips. The Queen Slayer is the real deal, guys. You want to lock in. You want to lock in. I'm telling you right now. Again, my people can attest that I'm here to help, and I'm with them every week like clockwork. We do training, and I'll make sure I answer your questions, that you understand this. And again, once you understand it, like I just showed you, it's not hard to do. You can do this, okay? The money that's made here, that can be made here, will blow your mind. You'll shock yourself. You'll shock yourself. And I play the game with futures. The game can be played on forex. The game can be played on anything that has a chart, because I get those questions all the time. But futures, in my opinion, is probably the best. I think it's the best because it pays pretty well and it pays fast. So if you were looking to get in and out and go about your day, you want to just follow my lead. Okay, that's all I can say. Don't reinvent the wheel. Follow my lead. You'll be okay. All right. So with that said, let me go ahead and see if I have any questions. I'm going to ask you guys. Feel free to ask questions. I'll stay on for a little bit so I can make sure that you are accommodated and make sure you understand everything. Okay. Let me scroll up. I think I answered this one already, but I'm gonna answer it again. Carlette, hey sis, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Are you able to trade with your phone? Absolutely. That's all that I trade from my phone 100% of the time, because I'm on the go. When I'm on the go a lot, at the gym, wherever I'm at, I can pull up my phone and play the game. Okay. So yes, you can trade all day with your phone. Okay. Does the TradingView app call? Yes, it does. So with TradingView, they do have different levels, and it's very, very affordable. I pay less than $20 a month. Actually, I'm on another. I have a higher level on my TradingView because I have other tools that I have. So I pay a little bit more. I pay like $30 a month or so. But you don't need that. You just need a package called the Essentials package for TradingView, which is you can pay monthly, and that's like less than $20 a month. Very affordable. Okay, very, very affordable. Do you have to stay in trade a certain amount of times? It depends, Carlette. It depends really on your style in the end. Everybody's, and I share this in my training. I say, hey, my style in the end is going to be different from your style, right? You may get to a point where you're holding 5-10 minutes. That's okay. What if you could make $500 in 5 to 10 minutes? Would it be worth it? Absolutely. Right? Who's making $500 in 5 to 10 minutes at their job? Nobody. Not even doctors. Think about that. So if it comes to a point where you got a hold, that's okay. Right? Right? So, and again, that's also going to be indicative. That's also going to be indicative of your daily income goal, right? $200-$300 a day may be your goal, right? So as soon as you hit that button, like today, when I showed the real time gameplay today, this evening, how that candle was going up, that was $200-$300 in seconds. You could have been done just that fast. Okay, so $200-$300 may be your goal, and you'd be done for the day. So whatever your numerical goal is, that can be accounted for as well. Okay, good question. Let me just scroll down here. I need to come on, Carlette. Let's get this thing, sis. I got you covered. My man, Tony the Tiger. What's going on, my brother? What were the prop firm account balances for those earnings, please? Oh, good question, sir. I'm going to blow your mind, Tony. I'm going to blow your mind, right? Check this out, sir. So it don't take much. It don't take much to make what you want to make, folks. So today I did 3,000, right? Tony, that prop firm balance, ladies, folks, was $25K. That was a $25K account. That $4,000, the first one I showed, that was a $50K. So it don't take much. It don't take much. Again, that 3,000 I made today was off of my $25K. Crazy work, man. And then the $50K was the 4,000 was the $50K or that $5K that I made. Yes, sir. You don't need a big account. That's why I be telling people I like to use smaller accounts to show people you don't need the bigger accounts is great. But when you master that gameplay, the smaller ones will pay you just as well. Okay? Just as well. All right. So Carlette, it works for anything, right? You can do indices. I do futures, right? You can do forex, whatever floats your boat. You can hook this thing up to, right? You can hook it up to. Okay. Patricia came with the magic question. What is the cost? All right, guys, brace yourself. Let me just say this. How much? I'm just curious. I want to see your comments. How much would something like this be worth that pays you, that has potential to pay you hundreds and even thousands of dollars in minutes? How much do you guys think something like that is worth? Now, I want you to compare this. I want you to compare this to your traditional way of making money, which is going to school, going to college. Going to college, you're paying a lot of money, thousands, five figures plus. But how much would this be worth to the amount? Just take the amount of money that I made this week, right? How much would that be worth? How much would you pay for something like that? Just put in the comments. I'm curious. Put in the comments. We got 5K. We got 10K. Carlette said 2,500 or more. Okay, keep it coming. Give me a couple of more. Give me a couple of more. Well, how much would it be worth to make? Because remember, the goal, what we're doing here, we're cutting down the time. We're cutting down the time that we're working, and we're actually making more money. That's blowing tradition out the water. That's blowing your traditional way of making money out the water. Okay? So again, we got 5,000, 2,500. Give me a couple more. How much would it be worth? How much would it be worth? Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. So, it's none of those. What you guys just said, right? Oh, Jules said 20K. Wow. So, it's not 10K. It's not 6,000. It's not 5,000. It's not 3,000. It's not 2,000. Ladies and gentlemen, you ready for this? Are you ready? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? All right. The going price for the Queen Slayer is a one-time fee. One time. And it's on sale right now because it usually goes for $1,500. Right now it's on sale for $1,000 one time. And let me tell you this, because I got to. That $1,000 has been going on for 2 weeks. It's going back up to $1,500 this Sunday at midnight. This Sunday at midnight is going back to $1,500 one time. That's still a steal. Do you know you can make that money back in a day, in 2 days, in 3 days? Come on, man. For real? You guys should be jumping all over this like water right now. Right now. For real. Okay? That's a steal. That's a steal. For real. Okay? Yep. TradingView is the only platform that this product gets delivered on. TradingView is the only platform that this product gets delivered on. Yep. Okay, going back, Latasha, going back to what I talked about with the prop firms. Remember, we're not using our own capital, because let me blow your mind one more time. I paid I paid a little over $100 for a 25,000 prop firm challenge. I passed the challenge with flying colors. Today I made $3,000 on that challenge. Do the math. I paid $100 or so for a $25,000 challenge. I passed the challenge with flying colors. Today on that 25K challenge, I made $3,000. That's working smarter, not harder. That's not using your own money. That's using a little bit of your money to make big money. That's the strategy. Follow me? Good. Okay. Antonio, how much of that is profit? All of it, my friend. I made $3,000 today on my 25K. I actually, no, I get 80%. So the profit that I'm using has an 80-20 split. I get 80% of that, which is still phenomenal. Still phenomenal. Okay. When you enter trade, no, you have to actually close it out, Hecknon. You actually have to close it out, sir. Okay, and we show you how to do that. It's very simple, very, very simple. You close it out yourself. Is there payment options? Yes. Yes. On my website, on my link to pay, there's I use a couple of different third-party companies, Afterpay, Klarna. You guys probably heard of them before. So you got to qualify for the payment plan. if that makes sense. Okay. Tony Tiger said he'll pay $15K for that thing. Hey, it's well worth it. It's well worth it, Big T. Hey, Chemo, what's up, bro? Yeah, you did jump on that thing like water did. You sure did, bro. Literally. Welcome to the team, Andre. Welcome to the team, man. My goal would be 5 to 10. Hey, Hecton, very doable, sir. Very, very doable. Okay. It can be done. Whatever you put your mind to, it can be done. Okay, it's up to you. How much would be profit using? Okay, Antonio, I think I did answer that question, my man, on the one that I'm using. Okay, I have the profit firm that I'm using. They have a 80-20 split, and I get 80%, they get 20%. They're loving me. They're loving me right now. I'm telling you right now. Okay, they're loving me. They are loving me. Okay. Yeah, like I said, Antonio, I got people under me, sir, that are, as far as similar results. Remember, I can't say similar. Are they doing what I'm doing? No. I always got to. I guess I got to. The disclaimer is that my results are not typical. Okay, I can't. People are making what they need to make. That's what I can tell you. They're making it what they need to make. I tell people my goals are different than other people's goals. I mean, my daily goal initially has always been 500 to 1,000 a day. But if I see a setup, that I know is a perfect setup for the gameplay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. And that's what happens a lot of times throughout the day. I'll take I'll get in and get out, a couple of times, and I say, okay, I'm done, and I'll peek at my phone again and see another great setup. I say, I got to get this one, and that's how it works sometimes. A lot of times I'm just in and out for one time and I'm done. But sorry about that, guys. But when it happens multiple times, it screams at me. I gotta take it. I gotta take it. Okay. So, is there a guide to show you how to operate it once we pay for it? Like I said, Jude, I have training video. I do training every single week, my friend. And those trainings that I've done over the past 12 weeks have been recorded. So you can watch those, go back and watch those. But I do training every single week. So you'll be in good hands. Okay. That's correct. I use Take Profit Trader. That's the one that's my prop. That's the best one in my book when it comes to futures, guys. That's my number one. That's my number one. Okay. Past profits are not guaranteed. That's right. That's the disclaimer, Carlette. That's it. That's it. Perfect. I just want to see something daily because I want to believe I can actually use the system. Latasha, come on, sis, raise your income level more than 50. Come on, $50 a day. You can do better than that. Let me tell you something. With futures, just for one contract, and say you're doing NQ, $50? No. You're gonna see 200, probably 200. If it's going in the right direction, like I show you, you're gonna see $200-300 real fast instead of $50. $50 unless you. The only way you can see $50 in futures, unless you're doing something called micros. If you're doing micros, you can see that $50 a day. But if you want to up that, to $200, $300 a day, then that can happen pretty fast. Okay, pretty fast. What sessions are you trading? What session? I do the New York. That's just me. I do. I've seen a couple of setups during this time that I've taken around this time, which is still in the Asian session, and I've taken them like what I showed when I first came on tonight on video. I showed you guys the candle that was going up. I would have took that, and I would have been done for the night, just in and out that fast. But I usually just do focus on the New York session in the morning, after 8:00 a.m. Okay. All right. What are your trading days? I usually play the game Monday through Thursday. Rarely I'll touch Friday. Fridays I try to stay away from Fridays, but if I do anything on Friday, it really has to just scream out. It has to reach out and touch me and pull me in. It has to be so obvious. But usually I don't do anything on Fridays. Nope, the market's closed on weekends, my friend. Market's closed on weekends. Great questions, guys. Any other questions before I shut it down for the night? We've been on for almost an hour. It don't even seem like it. Good Lord. Any other questions? Any other questions? I take a sign language class on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. and want to make sure I join your class. Or all the trade? Yeah. All the trainings that I do weekly, which are on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, are all recorded. They're all recorded. If there is a day that I change it, like this week's training, I did it already on Monday. I did it the other day. So next we'll resume this coming next Wednesday. But they are all recorded. They are all recorded. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you guys coming on. Looking forward to helping you, many of you get started. And again, what I'm going to do, especially if you're on YouTube, I'm going to leave, as I always do, I'm going to leave a link below the video for you guys to get started. Okay. And hey, let's make magic. Let's change the world, right? And here's the thing. When it comes to doing this is not all about you, right? It's not all about me, because guess what? I have a wife, I have grandbabies, I got daughters, right? This is something that I can pass to them. When you get access to this and you master this, guess what? Do the same thing, right? Do the same thing. So what are we doing? We're creating a new thing in the generation that's going to help for the long term in the financial realm. Okay, in the financial realm. All right. Hey, all praise, bro. Thanks for the accolade, Antonio. All praise to the Most High, brother. It's not on my own. Okay. I'm going to contact. All right, sis, go ahead. And another thing is this. Underneath all my videos on YouTube and then on my websites and stuff. Oh, P.S. by the way, make sure you guys bookmark my website. I don't know if you guys knew that I have a website. I will show you that here in a little bit. But yeah, get with me, Carlette, and everybody else is ready to get started. Again, that price is going to go back up Sunday, guys. So you want to take advantage of that. Trade every username and be Friday. Yes. So once you get it, we're gonna need that username for sure to deliver your product, for sure. Can it trade? It can trade anything that has a chart, my friend. Anything that has a chart. So yes, it can do crypto. It sure can. It sure can. What international payments options do you have? I don't want to mess up your name. Duveshin? Duveshin? Did I say that right? Where are you located at? Where are you located at? Where are you located? I know we've spoke before through Messenger, but I forget where you're from. That's a great thing about the internet, man. Crazy. Reaching people all over the country, all over the world. That's crazy, man. I love it. Technology is ridiculous. Info, please, with promotion and payment plan. Okay, Carolyn, just do me a favor, all of you guys, if you could, inbox me, Carolyn, Carlette. I know you're going to get with me as well, so make sure you guys inbox me. If you're on YouTube, just toggle over to Facebook if you can. Add me as a friend, message me, or you can go below one of my videos and book a time to speak with me on my calendar. Okay. Oh, did I say it right? Awesome. I didn't butcher it, huh? Okay, you're in Australia. So basically, I can accept all major cards, all major credit cards, debit cards. So if you have a major credit card or debit card, I can accept it. I think that's worldwide. If not, I do accept crypto. That's worldwide. That's international. So we'll make it happen. Just let me know when you're ready, and we'll make it happen. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me share my screen one more time. One more again, and make sure that you guys are following my website. I have a website right here. Okay, right here. It is the passiveincomeguruonline.com. The passiveincomeguruonline.com. You can pretty much see the other things that I do, right? Okay. I do offer other things. I do other things outside of what I showed you tonight. Okay. I do have a specific auto trader. I have smartphone profits, what I talked about tonight. A couple of other passive opportunities, and then some other things as well. Virtual services. I have a credit repair service. So I got my hands in a few things. Okay. But yeah, that's the website. The passiveincomeguruonline.com. Okay. Just want to share that with you guys real quick. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you all for coming on. I'm going to go ahead and end it tonight. Go ahead and share this video with your friends and family, those colleagues that's looking for extra income. Hey, this time in 2025, folks, like never before, I believe people are searching heavily for something legit that they can make money from. Okay. And not only searching for something legit, they're making sure that it needs to be ethical, and not only that, legal and efficient. And what I mean by efficient is the time spent in making the money needs to be efficient. Does it take a long time for me to make the money? No, as you can saw tonight, it doesn't take a long time to make the money. Okay. And let me just say this before I end it. This opportunity it blows everything else out the water. It blows MLM out the water, digital marketing out the water, affiliate marketing out the water, holding Bitcoin or crypto out the water. I think it blows real estate out the water. Real estate's not making $8,000 in 7 minutes, guys. The overhead here is next to nothing. So this is probably the best. I think the best. One of the best in my book, in my top five income earning opportunities online, period. You ain't gonna find it nowhere else. Okay. And with my help, my goal is to help you see the light. Okay. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Okay. Hit that like button. Share this video. Get started ASAP, guys. Again, lock in on this price. It's a steal. It's a steal. All right. Take care. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Talk to you soon. Peace out.